and welcome to Nate's Real Food Show. Don't eat crap, eat good food. So today we're making an authentic
ragu
to be in a lasagna, and we start off with these ingredients. So we have 3 onions, about 4 celery sticks, and 3 medium carrots.
How many?
3.
Thank you.
So we start off with cutting the celery into thin strips like this, and then to be diced.
Yeah. So put them all together and dice them.
So you go like this, and then you go like this. So you do exactly the same with the carrots. So what you do with the onions, you cut it through the root, peel it, and cut it like this.
So am I cutting all the way through here, Nate?
No.
Do another one. Why do we keep the root on, Nate?
So it's not all falling apart.
So how much veg is there then, Nate?
There's quite a lot of veg in there. So now.
What's that called? What do the Italians call it? The Holy Trinity?
Yeah, the Holy Trinity.
Or a sofrito, I think.
Or a sofrito, I think.
It looks an awful lot of veg, but this is a peasant dish. So, what now?
So now you add a big glug of olive oil.
Yeah.
Say like that much.
Bit more. That'll do. Give it all a stir around.
Give it all a stir around.
And then you get it onto the heat.
And then you get it onto the heat.
Are you just repeating what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thought so.
Once it's up to the heat, you put the lid on and turn it down.
All the way.
All the way.
And how long do you leave that for then?
Half an hour.
Okay.
So what we do, we get a kilogram of beef mince, but usually we get half of beef mince and half of pork mince, but everyone's bought it. And then you start by breaking it up. Like
Was that a cold pan, Nate?
In a hot pan.
Turn up the heat then, Nate.
Trying to do this one.
That's the one? Right.
Like this.
And do you brown it for just like a minute or so?
No, you do it when it's completely brown.
Okay. So Nate, that's brown now, isn't it?
No, we need to get it till it's all crispy.
Crispy? Are you sure?
Yeah, for the umami flavour.
Ah, right, got you. So how long will that take? A minute or so?
No.
Well, how long?
10 minutes.
10 minutes frying? Okay, well, back in a minute then.
This is how brown the mince have to be. This is important. Okay? This one's really brown now, so it's ready. And now we've got the second.
Why don't you cook them both together?
Because it'll be too much for it won't fit in. So the mince are in the pan now.
Bowl. Now what?
Now.
We have to deglaze the pan.
Now we need to deglaze the pan.
Right, pour a small glass of wine then, Nate.
Okay.
That'll do.
So about there.
Yeah.
Now what do I do it with it? Put it in a pan?
No, you put it in your dad and you get that glass of water. And you deglaze the pan with that.
Okay.
Because what else are we going to do?
Now?
Well, it's 3:15, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, yeah, put it in. Turn up the heat and start scraping it with the wooden spatula. So all the good stuff in that pan.
This one.
That's the one. Put it flat to the pan and scrape.
Right, so now the veg is all softened now, so now it's time to add the garlic.
Okay.
So we get a teaspoon of garlic out.
Put the garlic to the pan, mate. We're cheating with frozen garlic, aren't we?
Like this.
Yeah.
You add it in. And then you stir it round. And then put the lid back on.
Okay, how long do we leave that for, Nate?
2 minutes.
Well done.
So the garlic's now been cooking for a few minutes now. So now we add all the tomato puree for the...
Well, not all of it, about that much.
Yeah, about that much.
Okay, and why do we add that, Nate?
So it gets a deep savoury umami flavour.
How can you get umami flavour from tomato paste? If you fry tomato
If
paste,
you fry tomato paste, then
it creates...
it creates...
Yeah. Stop repeating everything I'm saying.
It creates...
Yeah, you got to stir it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, he's panicking. Alright, come on.
So you now get this all...
So do you add that to make it taste tomatoey?
No.
No. Okay, that's interesting.
So you get all the carrot, celery and onions all coated
And
in it.
do you do it on a really low heat or on a high heat?
On a high heat.
Ah, right. Oh, wow. Won't that burn?
No.
Okay. Oh, it's gone really pink. Right, okay.
So now we're ready to put it all together. So we add all the mince together.
Scrape it out.
Scrape it all out.
Okay.
Then we add the Leon pounds.
Bit of Worcester. How much of that do you add then?
A good shake.
A good shake. Oh, I can't see. Right, good shake.
Like that.
Okay.
2 tins of the
Chopped tomato.
chopped tomatoes.
I had to chop them because the idiots have bought all the chopped tomatoes.
Like that.
Okay, yeah.
We have the beef stock cube, what we put with boiled water.
So stock cube made up. Oh, it's all stuck on the bottom. Don't worry, we'll get that. What else? That's it. Scrape it out.
And we add a good squirt of tomato ketchup. Like that.
Some herbs.
Some thyme.
Now the only herbs we've got, because all the idiots have bought everything else, is a bit of thyme. So we'll add a bit of thyme.
So we get...
No, not like that. Put it in your palm. Bit more. That'll do.
So like this much. And then you...
Chuck it in.
chuck it in, yeah.
Right, don't get posh. Some salt and pepper.
Yep, some salt and pepper.
Okay, well give that all a stir, because it doesn't look particularly appetising, does it? It looks watery and a bit, well, yuck. So it's ready. We can eat it now, yeah?
No,
Oh, right. What now then?
we need to... What do we need to do?
We need to stir at the camera. We need to simmer it,
Ah yes, we need to simmer it.
bring it to the heat, simmer it with the lid on for half an hour,
Yep, now we add the salt and pepper.
and then after half an hour, what do we do?
We make the bechamel now.
We take the lid off and simmer it for about 2 hours.
Yep,
Okay, so that's all, folks.
that's all folks.
Until later.
So now this has been simmering for like half an hour now. So now we simmer it for 1 to 2 hours with the lid off.
Why with the lid off? Because there's a lot of liquid?
Because there's a lot of liquid.
Yeah.
And in here we're making the bechamel sauce.
Yeah.
So we add
How much milk is in there?
2 pints.
2 pints of milk.
So we add salt.
Salt.
Do I add the onions?
Yeah.
The onions.
Is that a whole... Don't use the knife, Nate. You'll slice your hand off. Oh, okay. That's fine.
The onions.
That's a sliced onion. It's okay, Nate. Just leave that. What else we got?
Pepper.
Yeah? How many peppercorns you putting in?
Not that many. Like that much.
Okay. And what's that green stuff?
Basil.
Okay, turf that in, are you?
Nope.
And what do you do?
Up.
Okay. So that's cold milk then, yeah?
Yeah.
Just leave it. Any heat?
Yeah.
What do you do with it then?
Put it on a medium temperature.
Okay, do you boil it?
Boil it, yeah.
No, you don't boil it. You bring it up to just below boiling. So turn it up, that's the one. And then you put the lid on,
Yes.
turn the heat off, and you let it, what's the word?
Boil.
Steep.
Steep. No.
Sleep that, yeah?
Now done.
So don't boil the milk, because otherwise it's just going to go.
Yeah.
But bring it up until it's really hot, and then all the flavours from the onions and stuff will go in the milk. And that makes a
bechamel sauce. So it's all cooked, but we need it drier for lasagna.
How long's that been cooking, Nate?
An hour and a half.
So that's cooked. It'll be good for a spag bol, but you need it quite dry for
Lasagna.
why?
So the lasagna sheets don't get wet.
Yeah, it turns to soup, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right, now we need to strain this milk off the heat, obviously, for about an hour and a half. This is now straining. So I'm going to hand over. No, just hold that there. Just watch the image there. Right, okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So we strain this through a sieve. And then, keep filming. Don't film me. Get a kitchen towel, just wipe out this pan. Because this is where we're going to be making the bechamel. Can you film this pan please, Nate? Nate? There you go. Right, so that's still reducing. Right, how many pints of milk do we have? Remember?
2 pints.
2 pints of milk, right. For every half pint of milk or liquid, to make a standard thickness sauce, you need 1 ounce of fat and 1 ounce of flour. So for 2 pints, we've got 4 ounces of butter melted and 4 ounces of
Flour.
plain flour. But you have to make the roux first, you've got to cook the flour. So, off you go, Nate. So it all goes in there. And because all the idiots have bought everything, that's corn flour, not plain flour. But ideally you should have plain flour. Right, you stir that in now, Nate. Good lad. Come on, that's fine. Without getting it up the sides. Easier said than done. Right, this is a roux.
Looks like mashed potato.
Won't taste like it. You get, that's it, and the bits around there. And so you effectively fry the flour in the butter, and that cooks out the flour, and that makes a roux. Now, Delia Smith does an all-in-one method. You add milk, flour and butter and bring it over to the heat. And that's okay, that does work, but if you cook the flour out first, then you get a much nicer sauce. So, Nate, can you hold this? Hold it up. Hold it up. There you are. I'll bring this up to the heat. After a couple of minutes, it'll look like this.
So now we're going to make the bechamel. So you get this, and then you add it in here.
There's one. So this is the flavoured milk with onion, salt, peppercorns, bit of basil, and that goes into the roux. And I guess you're going to have to stir that quite quick.
Yep.
But slowly so you don't splash. Oh, that's all messy and liquid. What's happening now?
It's going to...
It's going really thick, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a really thick bechamel, and we've added a lot of salt, so we need to turn on off the heat, which I think it is.
Other way around, mate. There you go.
And then add the cheese. Don't add the cheese when it's on the heat,
Why?
because then the cheese will...
Well, there's not a lot there, is there? That's 2 pints of sauce.
And then you stir it in.
Gently. We're making a cheese flavoured bechamel, not a cheese sauce. And there's more cheese to go on top of the lasagne. If you add the cheese when it's on the heat, it might split. Oh no, look at that. Okay, right, we've got some dried lasagna from Waitrose, only place that had them. And you can make lasagna with dried lasagna sheets, but it tends to go a bit stiff, so we're going to pre-cook them slightly. So we're going to cook 12 of them. So there's one. That's alright, mate.
And then do it like that.
Yeah. So we're going to put them in here. There's no oil in here. It's pointless putting oil if you're going to do this. So it'll just sit on the top. I'm not going to stick. Other way around, Nate. We're going to put them like a... No. That way.
No, I already did it that way.
No, I don't think so.
I did. Not this way.
So we're going to crisscross them. And then use the tongs to separate them. Keep going.
How many did I do?
I don't know.
I don't know.
More than one, less than 50, I think. Call that 6?
Yeah.
Alright, 7. You need to go a bit quicker.
7, 8.
Now, you don't have to do this.
No.
It is a bit of a faff. But also, if you need to cut the lasagna sheets to fit the tray,
11.
as you layer it up, if they're pre-cooked, they're a lot easier to cut, obviously. Yep. One extra for luck. Baker's dozen. Yeah, and these are Waitrose, so they better be nice. Okay, right. The bechamel with the cheese. No, leave the lid on. Is now just waiting there. Take the lid off, you're going to get a skin, so we're not going to take the lid off. Yes. And this, our ragu, it's now been cooking for what, about 3 hours in total?
3 hours, yeah.
And the only liquid left is a bit of oil, and that's okay. But you need everything. You need that pretty thick, that pretty dry. These ideally pre-cooked. And we've got a small amount of cheese there.
Small.
Yeah, we hoarded cheese. We're going to grate some of that just to put on the top. But not now! What are you doing? Is that your wine?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was mine.
Cheers.
Oh, well, cheers to you. So, these have been boiling for about 3 minutes. They're not cooked fully. I'll put them on a clean tea towel, not me. So they're half cooked. Oh, yeah, that one's pretty much full broken then. Oh dear. That's okay. We're going to use these to layer it up. Right, Nate, so we've been cooking all day.
Yep.
4 hours for the ragu. That's been cooked and is waiting. We've got some grated cheese and our pre-cooked pasta. It's taken forever. Even the dog's bored. But you know, what else we're going to do? So now, let's build the lasagna. So we need a layer of ragu. Alright, so a thinnish layer. You spread that out. I'm going to help him because I'm a very bad dad and hungry and a little bit drunk. But what else are you going to do? Right, we need a layer of pasta on that now. So, lay them that way. That's it. Well, that's not going to work, is it? Put it flat. There you go. Oh, there you are. Put another one on. Okay. So we'll probably, right. So we're going to cut a sheet now, which if you pre-cook them, you can slice bits off to fit. That's brilliant. And then we'll be back in a minute. So what we put there, Nate, we've got a layer of meat sauce, a layer of pasta, another layer of meat sauce. So now we add first layer of bechamel. So really, really thick. You have to be, come on, turf it on, Nate. Good lad, don't. Big spoon. In the middle.
Yeah.
Yep. Turf it on. We're going to load that up with a really, really thick cheese bechamel. In the corner.
Here.
Right. Oh, this is why I don't make lasagna. I only made it once before. So long. So much time. Right, so cheese sauce, another layer of pasta. Nice and neat. That's okay. There you go. So you build up the layers, and any gaps like there, you can cut, pre-cut lasagna. Overlapping's good, more pasta. Just put a whole sheet on top of that. There you go. And then you do another layer of meat, cheese and pasta. Okay, we're getting a bit messy. Last layer of pasta. Now we've got quite a bit of sauce left and it's really oily, but I think that's because all the nice mince was taken by the idiots. Stuck up. Right, we need now a final layer of cheese sauce on that, but we need to tuck these edges in. Wait, Nate. And then a sprinkling of cheese, which is grated there. They're in the oven. And then Mrs. Bradley can wash up. Go.
Right, it's ready. Now I need to take it out and let it rest for 5 minutes.
Let's have a look. How's it looking, Nate?
Looking good.
Okay. On your hands. Oh, whoa.
It's too heavy.
No, it isn't. Come
yeah,
on.
It is.
Right, take over. Don't get my face in because of witness protection. Okay. Whoa, look at that. My God. Nate, why do I never cook lasagna?
Because it takes ages.
Because it takes a bloody long. But we have all the time in the world. Look at that. Right. Last shot. Serving. It's ready. Bloody hell. Size of that. You're going to serve it. Right. Why don't I cook lasagna, Nate?
Because it takes too long.
It takes too long. What time is it now? It's Thursday.
7.
Right, okay. Who's this? What's she doing? She's taking over. Fight her, mate. Fight her. Fight her for your lasagna. Okay. Right. Make lasagna. It tastes lush. Takes ages, but what else we got to do?